Hey guys, it's Skulker3 and welcome to part something, it's 19, 20, 20 I think, of Let's Play Neutopia. In the last part we got to this crypt dungeon place, and in this part we're gonna go more through this crypt dungeon place. Now I've been recording the commentary for these videos in a really weird order. Endless Ocean video, which is the first one I uploaded, I think. I don't know, I haven't done it yet. I did first. Then I did the next part of Neutopia, because I did that live, for reasons that you shall see. You are close to the last crypt. The final medallion is near at hand. But take care, Jazita. Dirth is watching over this crypt, and he's waiting for you. Good to know, old man. Whee! I'm not sure why I decided to spin around there. Anyways, then I recorded this one, and then next I'm going to record the video before this. So, you know, I don't make sense. So, yeah, this crypt is not as bad as the last one, because you don't have to do quite as much wall bombing. There is some, but there's not as much, and you know, that's very helpful. There's quite a few block pushing. That is the annoying thing about this one, is there's quite a few block pushing puzzles in rooms where quite a few of the blocks have spikes on them, which isn't really fair, to be honest. It's like, oh, trial and error time, yay! Or, you know, be very careful and stuff. But I'm a gamer, I don't have time to be patient, honestly. Not sure why. I just thought those looked suspicious, those areas, so I decided to try and bomb them, but to no avail. Here's a room with some of my most hated things in this game. It's a room combining those two spike things with an enemy that can go anywhere in the room, and you need to kill the enemy first, so you know, it's not exactly helpful. Now, the thing with this dungeon is, basically, you don't get a weapon in this dungeon, unlike all of the others, I think, actually. I think in all of the others you got weapons. In this one you get an item which lets you get the strongest sword, which is what I would recommend you get before doing the boss fight. You only need to do it to defeat Dirth in the final battle, but I'd still recommend getting it for this fight as well, just because it makes it go by a bit faster. I've done quite a lot of editing on this video, and there's still 26 minutes of video, which is always fun for people watching it, I suppose, at least. I don't know why you can move that block. You can't move any of the others, as I'm going to show you now, but you can move that one for some reason, and it doesn't seem to make any sense. Because it's not what makes the staircase and door open, it just is movable. Seriously, what's the point? It's also kind of annoying that they keep putting in arbitrary rooms which are dark, just so you have to go into the menu, use the one item, and then get rid of it again. It's kind of pointless if you ask me. Now, I'm gonna tell you, in the next room, I'm gonna tell you something that might save you some time later on, because I don't do it until quite a bit later. I think it's the next room at least, but yeah, there's something you can do in there which will help if I sort of tell you now. If you would kindly go into the room, Joe, Jazita, whoever it is. Yeah, go on. Yeah, almost there. There we go. Okay, in this room, bomb the wall at the bottom. That will help you, because that is where the item is for this dungeon. I didn't know that, so I just went into this room. There was a load of enemies, and yeah, it's not exactly fun. The good thing about these rooms, though, is that they don't endlessly spawn enemies, and basically basically it spawns a set number of enemies, and then it doesn't respawn them again until after you've killed all of the enemies of the previous wave. So if you have at least one of them alive, then no more will come. So that's a good plan for them to do. Because if it was endlessly coughing out enemies each time you killed one, that would be so very annoying. It's still an annoying thing anyways. I mean, I don't know how much health we had at the start of this, but we've certainly lost a lot of health. And there's some spikes. That's not very fun. And damn vampire bat thing, even though it's not really vampire, it's fire breathing. I still don't like it though. It's really creepy as well. Like, I'm only just really looking at it closely for the first time, and it's not pleasant. Oh, also, I'm sorry for... This may also have happened in this video, I'm not sure, because, you know, I obviously can't tell, but I'm sorry for weird audio microphone stuff going on in however many parts it goes on, and I know it goes on a fair amount in the Endless Ocean video, and a little bit in the final video. Spoiler alert, maybe. Spoiler alert of there's some slight audio buggeration. So, as you can see, we're really low on health. And yet I'm still refusing to use the potion until I start beeping, I think. It's always very nice when you find something that gives you more health. You just feel like, yes! Health! That means I can live longer. Yes, Malonga is now a word. It's like abbreviating more longer into Malonga. Because, you know, more longer is totally good grammar and everything. There's the crystal ball for the dungeon. I think most of this area is really just to get... Okay, there's the crystal ball, and I think there's also a medicine of vitality at some point, which we shall show off. While I was actually searching for the dungeon item, and didn't find it, which is a bit annoying. I'll tell you, I might as well tell you now, really, because due to lack of anything else to say, really, the dungeon item is a bell, which, if you ring it, from what I've seen, it means that if there's, like, a room where you need to beat all the enemies, to succeed, if you need to beat all the enemies, then it opens the door without you having to kill all the enemies, which is pretty useful. I waste 3/4 of the bombs I got from that chest in this room alone. I'm going, yep, just gotta test these walls! Nope, nothing. Oh well. And we have to turn the lights on again. I just find that really kind of pointless. But oh well, maybe they did a lot in the original Zelda, I don't know. Now this is really kind of annoying. I bomb every wall in this room except for the bottom one, so you know. I bomb all of them except for the ones that I need to use. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. I've edited it so that it doesn't take too much time anyways. I also edited out my first take of trying to fight the boss just because it wasn't really interesting. I mean, if it had been like spectacular failure, I might have left it in, but it took a long time, so I just thought, meh, I'll leave it out, and they'll just have to like it, and if they don't, then they can unsubscribe, and that's fine. Or if they're not subscribed already, they can subscribe and then unsubscribe, just to show off their dancing talent. What? I don't know. Why are you asking me things? It's quite worrying that a lot of the times when I say things I go, what? I don't know. Now, I have to say, I really like the fire wand's effect at this level of health when you have it full. Because it does a really long chain and then an epic fire at the end of like 3 towers of flame. It's really cool. I think I'll show it off like right at the end of the video because I didn't think you guys saw it clearly, but I think that was pretty clear to see, really. But you know, you get to see it very clearly used in the shrine at the start of the game, basically. You know, where we always walk when we've got the medallion. Excuse me, please. I just rush through these rooms now because I think, right, I lose some health, but it means I don't have to keep trying to trick the stupid snake things. Because they're very, very annoying. Here's some more of these weird red ghost puppet things that I mentioned. Reverser puppet. I really don't remember what they were called, but that's not surprising because, you know, it was always just there in my childhood. I'm gonna bomb this wall, but it's still not a necessary wall. Oh well. I don't get it why you can't... Well, I suppose if the walls are thicker, but like in the room to the left, the room above it would be the same as the room below the one with all those enemies jumping out. You know, the one you need to bomb to get the item. Although I've just remembered, actually, based on the structure of the room, you wouldn't be able to bomb the bottom wall anyways, so please ignore me. I'm just rambling, killing these giant beetles, and I don't even know what that is. I think it might be some kind of spider. You know, the weird thing with the huge eyes and the purple and the yellow. I always thought it was like a weird bird thing, because the yellow bit looked like a beak. So yeah, in this room, bomb to the right even, and you get to go through here. Huzzah! I don't know exactly what I'd do in the right side of the dungeon in this bit. I think I'd just get the Medicine of Vitality. So I hope you guys like that this upload is almost half an hour long. That is quite mad, really. Wow. So yeah, this is the sort of situation where I'd do longer videos, because, you know, I just like to show the crypt or dungeon or whatever in one part, just for simplicity's sake, really. I was considering splitting it into 2, but then I thought, meh, might as well just make a longer video. Of course, seeing as I'm doing post-commentary, it means that I have to talk for longer as opposed to talking for 2 separate bits of 15 minutes, which could have been simpler. But oh well, what are you going to do about Maria? I'm gonna punch her in the face, except I'm not, because that would be violent, and violence isn't good, children. Do not be violent, or I'll punch you. Ah, see what I did there? Okay, I'm gonna get a good look at these things. They do look like spider birds. No, I'll tell you what they look like. They look like, Groucho Marx glasses. Like, yeah, there's a spiky block, but you see where I'm coming from? Like, the yellow bit is the nose, purple bit is the giant mustache, and, yep, it's Groucho Marx nose glasses thing. Always fun. That's now my favorite enemy just because I can see it like that, except I'm still kind of seeing it like the weird bird. So, yeah, I was lulled into a false sense of security by those blocks on the top, because we went vaguely near them and they didn't make spikes, so I thought, okay, maybe they're safe, but no! They decided to just be sneaky and then stab me in the face. Like smelly people would. So, you can see the water formation in this room is similar to, as you might believe, of a cactus. No, sorry, it's the sort of thing you see in Zelda all the time when there's something pointing to a wall. Then you know you're meant to bomb it. Don't step on those floor tiles over there because they make arrows appear. I didn't actually realize that really at the time, and I set them off. And then I was like, oh shit, and then I got killed almost. But then later when I was walking around, they didn't go off, and I thought it was just because they only shot once, but it turns out it was when you step on the floor panels. And it turns out I just managed to avoid the floor panels the whole time without really meaning to. So later when I came back, I stepped on the floor panels and went, ah, damn, they're shooting a second time, that's not pleasant. So yeah, be wary of those, just because they'll kill you. Going through here is the Medicine of Vitality, I think, with loads of ghosts. Yep, I'm fairly good at remembering things sometimes. Heroes Eaters obtain the Medicine of Vitality! It's green, but it goes red, because, you know, 2 doses of a green thing make a red thing. Totally colour logic right there. You know, it's not like green is the complete opposite of red in terms of, like, primary colour mixing and stuff. Yeah, because the primary colours are red, yellow, and blue, aren't they? So green is a mix of yellow and blue, and contains no red! No red, children! Do not even think that it does. So... yeah, that was the Medicine of Vitality, but then what is the... yeah, there's the arrow. There's the arrow to the side, which is not always fun. I'm just trying to remember what's in the room to the left, because I know I do bomb it. Right here! Kablamo! Well, there's these guys, I can tell you that much, but I think you can probably tell from the fact that you mostly have eyes. Kaboom! And here's an old... oh yeah, of course, this is really important. I've been watching over you the whole journey, but now it is time for us to part. My heart and soul are with you always, Jazita. Take care and always remember one thing. The force of the medallions is with you. Star Wars? But yeah, he gives you an extra heart container life power thingamabob. So that's very helpful. You want to talk to that guy. You don't want to bomb these walls because they do nothing. I'm gonna set you free, old man! But it didn't work, so I'll just abandon you. See ya! Have fun being in chains. But yeah, so we are very almost, like, got full life bar capabilities. Just one more, and that's the one you get at the end of this dungeon. So that's pretty dang sweet, I would say. I don't know if you got all the upgrades, but really, I don't want to look for all of them. If I am missing any, I don't think I am, though. I think you can only get up to 16 bombs, or it might be... I'd guess probably you can get up to 20, but I don't know where. And I don't really want to try and find out, because I just have one video of about 2 minutes long saying, hey look guys, go in here! Oh, bombs! Yay! No, I do get the feeling that it might actually be 16 is the maximum. I don't know why. I think it was from, like, looking on Game FAQs, like, the codes were, hey, if you want to start a game with all of these nifty items, including full health, 16 bombs and all the medallions, then type in this code, and then you win. Nothing in this room from bombing, if memory serves. Memory does indeed. So, here I set off to go and get some more bombs. BRB! Whee! And here we are back at the start of the dungeon where I'd looked at a guide as well. I got stabbed again, because I forgot where the blocks were. This is where I'm showing off getting the bell which is, again, the item of the dungeon. And the way I've edited this, I think, is going to be really weird, because I show the rest of the dungeon, pretty much, and then I show getting the strongest sword, and then I just cut back. So I don't see why, after getting the bell, I didn't just cut to getting the sword. I don't know. I mean, I still could, but I think it's just because that way I can still have the purple sword, whatever it's called, while going through the thing. So there's less continuity errors, but seeing as I'm pointing it out anyways, it's pretty irrelevant. But, oh well, I'd just still recommend, when you get the bell, go and get the strongest sword, which I'll show you how to get a little bit later on, around 21 minutes mark. So only 6 minutes to go before I show you how to get to the strongest sword. So we're now halfway through this video. Actually, we're quite a bit over halfway, but you know, statistics are to man what cakes are to ovens. They are baked. I don't know. I'm not good with analogies, or what's the word again? That's gonna bug me all day, that is. It's like phrases. No, I can't think of it, so maybe if I remember it later, I'll put it in an annotation or something. I know it starts with P. Yeah, P. Nope, it's completely gone. It doesn't matter though, because it's completely irrelevant. These ghosts, they're kind of terrifying. I'm trying to get a better look at their faces, but it's hard to see them. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't use the potion here. I think I was going to say, no, I need to keep these potions in case I get hurt. But, you know, I'm kind of almost dead here. But whatever. I'm very sorry for the annoying bleeping noise. It's not my fault. Blame Neutopia and probably Legend of Zelda as well, actually, for making it so that you get bleeping noises when you get hurt. Just be quiet already! I urge thee to retain the Bell of Sky. Huzzah! Or Bell of the Sky, or something. I don't know. Anyways, the bleeping noise will stop in approximately 3, 2, 1, now! Told you so. Yeah, that was really good timing. We were close to the last, yada 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 yada. Back in the room with the old man, going to the right again. I'm not sure why I'm leaving this bit in. Alright, it's because it's only like 2 rooms away, and so you can be certain to tell where we are. Here's the skeleton dude, kill him again. It's kind of annoying you can't kill them with fire, but I guess it makes sense. And what clothes is he wearing? I guess that must be armor or something, but it always makes me think of like sort of Shakespearean era drama clothes, or maybe not even drama clothes, just clothes. Like, well, I say Shakespearean, I could say, you know, Elizabethan sort of, but I don't know. I'm rambling like a something. It's really weird how they wobble. In fact, actually, I think later on, I get a timer just as these red things, as one of these red things is turning into a blue thing. So it keeps flashing between the two. It's really weird. Up here is a completely useless room, I think. So I just use the Bell of Sky and get out of there, man. I thought this is where the boss room was, and I thought the key was in a bombable wall to the south. But apparently, bombable wall to the south is where the boss door is, and the boss key is south of the room to the west. Try and work out what that meant. So yeah, in the room to the left of where we are, you know, with all those little red and blue dudes. If you bomb the wall at the bottom of that screen, then that's where you can get the key. But I thought it was this room, and so we go through here needlessly. So the fire rod is so useful sometimes. In fact, you get to see how useful it is with the boss fight. The boss of this dungeon he's quite tricky, but using the fire rod is a lot easier to beat. The first time I didn't really use the fire rod at all, so I hit him like 25 times, and I still don't think I was particularly close to killing him. So here's the boss door, and I'm thinking, oh shit, and then I get stabbed, and then I get annoyed, and so then I leave. I think. Am I gonna leave? Go on. There we go. Right, yeah. I'm just gonna go back to the room with the red and blue dudes. I guess I was checking the guide at this time or something. I don't know. Sorry. My voice is running out of existence, really. Yeah. Where's the timer? We want to see the dude being weird. Unless it was in a different bit, or maybe even off-screen. I can't remember. Actually, it might have been off-screen, because... I don't know. But trust me, it happened. I was there, man. So in here is another room filled with all these dudes jumping around, and you open this, and you get the key to the crypt, which is pretty nice. Now I've come to realize something. I think in this, the crypt is only the room where the dungeon is, not the dungeon, where the boss is. And then the rest of it's called the labyrinth. But hell, I've called it a crypt up to now. I'm still gonna call it a crypt. Like the whole labyrinth is the crypt, you know. And then the boss's room is the boss room. Yes, you can die, and going up these stairs, we go back over here! Yeah, this is just editing, if you couldn't guess, to show you where the strongest sword is. So, excuse me, Mr. Gelatinous. I don't want to see that kind of behavior. Anyways, going onwards, you go down here from where... This is all directions from the shrine right at the start, so... it's pretty easy to tell where you go from there. I mean, there's a monk kind of near the dungeon entrance who warps you back to there, so that's pretty handy. These fly dudes are really creepy. I'm not gonna lie. They're just stop staring at me with those insect eyes of yours. Insect? I pronounced that really weirdly. I'm sorry. I never really look at these enemies particularly, but they look really weird. Now that you look at them more carefully. In fact, I've just noticed that those are like angry bugs of some description. I always thought they were like fairies or something. Fairies out to kill! I don't know, man. I just thought they were... I always thought those were baboons, but I'm not certain. Not these guys. These guys are quite clearly flies, but the orangey dudes, I think they're still baboons of some description. But it's really hard to tell what those weird small insect things are. And the cloud's eyes are really creepy. So yeah, you play the Bell of Sky here, staircase appears, go up the staircase, whee! And inside here you find a shrine. Well, not inside here, up here you find a shrine containing a treasure chest. I hear Jazita has obtained the strongest sword. It's shiny and red and crazy. Stab, stab, stab. Woo! Why do I always spin around when I feel happy? I don't know. Anyways, warp to the boss door. Told you so. Whee! And here is Dirth's illusion. That's right, it's like Phantom Ganon of Ocarina of Time fame. As opposed to... Well, actually no, because he was also in Wind Waker, wasn't he? And... possibly Twilight Princess? I can't really remember, it's been a while. But Phantom Ganon was definitely in Wind Waker as well. So I don't use the Fire Wand at this point just because I'm low on health. Only use the Fire Rod or Wand if it's still doing the Trails of Fire thing as opposed to the Fireball. Because the Fireball's not going to help you, I'm not going to lie. So when you have fairly full health, like look at that, I got 3 hits on him just from the Fire Wand. But that's not even vaguely impressive, trust me, you see lots of really impressive fire combos later on. But just like make endless streams of the Trails of Fire thing and you can get a lot of hits in. I think I can get to show you off at some point. Sometime soon. Come on, Jazita, show off your crazy Fire Wand skills. He's not really exactly complying. But yeah, this guy is fairly hard. If you don't have a good plan, he's very hard. Like, he takes forever to fight. But yeah, you can only hit him obviously when the weird golden mask is open. But I don't think you really... Well, actually, no, you do have to hit him. I was just going to say you might only have to hit the golden head, but no, it's because you hit him through the golden head is quite weirdly. Now look at that. See how many hits I got there? It was like 7. So, you know, Fire Wand is pretty useful, especially if... I think there's a bit later on where I get him, like, trapped in a corner. And so I just keep mashing the button for Fire Wand, and... Oh, maybe not, because he's dead now. See? There he goes. So once you've done that, go into this room, and you see an old woman who apparently got past him, somehow. Jazita, you have made it! How very good it is to see you! Your fight was outstanding! Unfortunately, I have some bad news for you. Your last battle was only an image of Dirth. Dirth is a master of illusion, and he has slipped out of here without a sight. We believe he has gone back to the castle in the north, and he's taken the princess too. Your efforts have won you the 8 medallions, now use the power to free the princess! Can do! And I think I tried to stab her in the face. Yep. I'm not sure why I remember that. Maybe just because I'm violent. Now there's only one way you can go around this room, and I went the wrong way. It's kind of weird. They should have made the room like maybe one screen longer or something, or, you know, put the treasure chest in a better place so that you could go around either way. We just need to obtain the precious medallion! Huzzah! Whee! And now we're back in this place. Oh, Jacinta, what a brave and gallant warrior you are! You have shown us your strength. You have battled hard, and you have returned all of the precious 8 medallions. Now you must use the force of the medallions to lead you to the captive princess. She's being held by Dirth in the climactic castle. Use the magic square at the end of this corridor to beam you to the castle. The force of the medallions is with you, so use your most trusty sword to defeat Dirth. All our lives rest with your success. May the force be with you, O brave one. Yeah, I'm sorry, but come on, seriously. Star Wars, right there, don't deny it. As an old and wise mother, you know what I can do, you freak. And fire wand go! I just wanted to see if there's any difference. I think it might go a bit further wrong, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys. In the next part, we are gonna go take on Dirth, and then it'll be cool because we'll beat him, and then the game will be ended, and awesomeness. I'll see you then, guys. Goodbye.